All right, so I'm quite frightened for the generations to come and even my generation. I'm not frightened for myself because I already figured out what I'm going to tell you in this video. That's why I'm telling it to you. But I'm frightened for the men who don't figure this out. And honestly, you can't save everyone, but you can save some people because sometimes some people don't want to be saved. What did J. Cole say? It was don't save her. She don't want to be saved. It's not just about women. It's about people in life in general. Understand, guys, there's two types of men. There's men who get on the internet, complain about women, who hate the way they look, they hate their life, they complain and complain and complain, versus there's men who come with a mindset of improvement, who decide, okay, you know what? They see the men, right? The other men, the group of men who just complain how women look down upon them, other men look down upon them. They never reach any amount of success in their life, how women don't want to be around them, other men don't want to be around them, and they're just unhappy overall. And these guys, they decide, okay, you know what? I want to be happy. I don't want to be like this other group of men. And they see how much they complain on the internet, and they see, you know what? I want to be different, right? I want to be attractive. I want to be happy. I want to be able to live my life free of trauma, free of hatred, free of feeling rejected. And in this video, if you watch the whole way through, I challenge you to watch the whole way through because, there's a lot of garbage stuff on the internet. You can watch a video about Lil Durk. You can go watch a video about YNW Melly. You can go watch all those. You can go watch Fresh and Fit, and understand you're just going to be filling your brain with brain rot. But if you sit down and just take deep breaths and listen to somebody while they talk, just listen to me, look into my eyes, really watch what I'm saying and heed what I'm saying, you're going to become more attractive, become more successful from watching this video. I promise you. I promise you, this is going to be probably the most important thing that you watch today. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Bashir. I've been off of YouTube for a little bit, but I make self-improvement videos. I'm going to start making self-improvement videos probably around every day, maybe not this week, but maybe starting next week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, I'm 24 years old. I'm from Houston. That's a little bit about me. Let's get into the video. Guys, I want to tell you two juxtapositions, right? Because I don't want to come on here and just say I'm the most attractive guy ever, whatever, right? There was a point in time when, and this was probably during COVID, when, I wasn't taking care of myself. I was spending a lot of time alone. I was watching a lot of social media, a lot of YouTube, and I was honestly quite mad at the world. I was mad at my parents for, just putting me in a circumstance where I didn't feel like I had the best resources around me. And so I would go out and, I would try to be better. I would try to make friends. I would try to date. I would try to do all these things, and I would get rejected constantly. And I couldn't understand why I was getting rejected. I thought it was just so unfair. I had the victim mindset. And what I didn't understand was that I was kind of creepy. I was kind of ugly. I was kind of scrawny. I didn't have any money. Like, I was worthless in terms of the value I can provide to other people. And I wasn't working. I didn't have a job. And so I felt this, right? I felt the neglect, the rejection from the world, from everybody else, versus that's when I started self-improvement. And I started to see that, it wasn't many guys around me who were actually wanting to do self-improvement. It was like maybe just a small portion of guys. We were all in the gym, right? It was like you would meet. Honestly, you go to the gym, you think that everybody's going to the gym, but no. Only around like 10%, 5%, 1% of the population are going to the gym. And I'm telling you, if you have impressive lists where you just go to the gym for 2 or 3 years as a young guy, you're probably in top 1% of the strength of the people of the world. And I'm telling you, after I started going to the gym a lot, after I started doing, I'm going to tell you a bunch of tips that I did in this video, right? So make sure you're watching towards the end. The most important tip is going to be the last one, obviously, of course, because I want you to watch towards the end. I really want you to hear what I'm saying. Are you breathing, right? Are you breathing? Are you looking at my eyes, right? Don't go scrolling on other videos, because I'm telling you, all that brain rot is just to waste time. It's never getting you. Have you wondered why the past few years you've been in the same spot that you've always been in? You haven't improved at all. You just, and it's like, you don't have to listen to me, right? But it's like you've been in the same spot. You haven't improved. Your dating life sucks. Your social life sucks. yet you refuse to, just listen to somebody who's trying to actually help you versus going watching Fresh and Fit. Lil Durk, freaking, I don't know, Rich Homie Quan died, rest in peace, right? So understand, guys, right? After I started self-improvement, after I started really getting on my shit, it was hard, right? It was like I still started getting a lot of rejection, but at the same time, that first year, second year, I started self-improvement probably when I was 16, 17, but that first year, second year, third year, fourth year, I didn't see any improvements. And honestly, the people who were drinking around me, people who were just doing random copious amounts of, right, they were all kind of looking the same as me. And no, it was like you don't see any success, but when you get to 21, 22, right, 23, you start seeing a little bit of a gap between you and those guys who were just, chasing things that didn't matter, chasing things that didn't really help them improve. But when you're actually making yourself a more attractive man, that's when, you know, girls want to talk to you all of a sudden, and they're approaching you. Guys want to be your friend. They're approaching you. People want to work with you. People want to be around you. And they can't figure out what it is, but it's because you haven't just been focusing on your looks. You've been focusing on your whole life. Like the straight seven system, and I've heard this from First Man, right? But the straight seven system, it's not just being a 10 in the gym, a 10 in attractiveness, but a straight seven overall. I'm talking like in every area of life. And it's because you've been improving in your social skills, your charisma, the way you look, the way you just the way you are, your energy entirely around other people. And that is the reason why people are so drawn to you. So let's get into the tips. I'm going to tell you guys now. I'm going to go really deep into some of these tips, and these are just me going off the top of my head. And I'm going to start with just the way you look, guys. Looks are very important. Looks will be the difference between if you're a swipe left or a swipe right. I'm telling you, if you want that girl, understand, a lot of guys are entitled. They think that you're entitled to getting a certain girl just because you exist, and that's not how it is. And you got to put the work in for things that you want, for relationships that you want, for people that you want. You have to put the work in. And it's the same thing for women. Women have to also put the work in, but they put in a different kind of work. So understand, guys, you're not just going to wake up one day and then boom, that's it. You're going to have the girl, you're going to have a family, you're going to have there's a lot of steps in between that. So let's start off, right? The first thing that I see that first mistake I see a lot of guys making with their looks is their hairstyle. Okay, right now, guys, depending on what race you are, obviously, different hairstyles are going to work better. But understand, for like my race, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, I keep my hair cut, right? Because I cut my own hair, right? And that's a little cheap hack that you can do. I'm going to tell y'all ways to do this all on a budget throughout the whole video, because, you don't have to break the bank to look like $1 million. I'm telling you, a lot of businesses in life are scams. And it's like, this is how I maintain the way I look. I maintain my image without having to break the bank, right? But hairstyle, guys, the best hairstyle right now, not too long, right? It depends on your head shape, obviously, but not too long for me. And it's just this is called the thought boy look, just getting kind of like a taper here, taper there, and just letting those parts grow out. It's called the thought boy look. And this is what I found is the most attractive to a lot of women, just letting it curl up on the top, not a fro, not too much of a nest, right? If you have curly hair, that's great. And if you have straight hair, even kind of doing the same look, but maybe more on the top, and then doing like a little bit of a hair gel slick back. That's how you can kind of go for it if you have straighter hair. But if you have curly hair, this works. Like this type of hairstyle, 100,000% works with a little bit of a low beard fade, right? I'm growing my beard back in because I was actually, interviewing for a couple jobs. So I actually cut my beard off, but I'm growing it back in. And, I'm telling you, the beard with the low beard fade makes you more attractive. But make sure you pick yourself up some clippers, because that's how I keep my hair down low. That's how I keep my beard down low. And I maintain that every single day, right? I learned to cut my own hair. If you learn to cut your own hair, I promise you will never go without a haircut, and you will always look attractive. And it's going to be miles ahead of a lot of guys, because a lot of guys, they're spending like $40 a week for a haircut, $50 a week for a haircut. That adds up $200. And then what's 200 times 12? That's like $2,400. Like, that's a lot of money for a haircut. So I'm over here trying to save y'all some money, and my screen just faded out. But I'm over here trying to save y'all some money. So understand, guys. Getting yourself the right hairstyle, that's number one. That's going to be important. That's going to put you miles above. Like, a lot of times when you have low self-confidence, the haircut is great to start with. Now, number two, your physique. Going on a nice bulk. I mean, obviously, if you're overweight, going on a nice cut, but going on a nice bulk if you're skinny. I'm telling you, it will change your whole body's composition. You don't need to immediately be six-pack abs shredded. But the way I did it was I actually started as a skinny individual, and I went to the gym. Since I was 17, I was off and on until around 22. And when I was 22, I went consistently for 2 years straight. 22, 21, I went consistently for 2-3 years straight. And this is where, this is my current physique that I've gotten to now. Obviously, I'm still bulking a little bit, right? Got a little ear itch, right? I'm still bulking a little bit. But understand, guys, if you focus on the gym for around 2 to 3 years and just see what a good bulk does for you if you're skinny, or a good cut, and you just keep focusing on strength training, on weights, not just too much cardio, but weights, strength training, building muscle, your face shape will change, which is so weird, but you will develop a stronger jawline, a more muscular face. Your neck will get stronger if you do focus on some neck training. You focus on the right aesthetic muscles, right? You will look like a Chad, right? You will gain like so many points in the way you look and your attractiveness. And I'm not just saying work out any willy-nilly. You need to have a plan, and the plan you should develop is push-pull legs. No matter if you can't afford the gym, no matter if you are going to the gym, push-pull legs, 6 days a week. I haven't missed a day in the past 3 years. Push-pull legs, rest every day. Make sure you're taking creatine too. It's gonna make the rest and recovery way better. When I wasn't taking creatine, I would be sore all week, and I thought I couldn't maintain it. I was going to drop to 5 days, but creatine actually will help you do the push-pull legs. And I'm talking like you need to do workouts that are, and I use this workout style called confirming the muscle, right? That means you start with a compound, end with a compound, and you need to be doing workouts that get you the full stretch of the workout, guys. So having a great physique will definitely help. Next one, right? And I see a lot of guys mistake that a lot of guys make is cutting your eyebrows. I made this mistake a lot, but I used to put slits in my eyebrow. Don't do that. Grow your eyebrows out. There are compounds out there that will help you grow your eyebrows out if you need help growing your eyebrows. Understand, guys? Eyebrow serum, perfect, amazing. Another thing is, right? Make sure that you are styling yourself with some jewelry and you're dressing in nice clothes, right? You don't need to be wearing the most expensive clothes, but I said nice clothes. And where you can buy this is actually Temu, right? Shein, AliExpress. Understand, these stores, these malls, they're scamming you. What do you mean by that? They're scamming you, Bashir? Understand, they get the same clothes from the same manufacturer, and then they put their name on it and then send it off to you. Malls are just big clubs, right? They're the same business as clubs. They sell you relationships, they sell you dating, so they make you go in the stores and buy stuff. You should never buy any of your clothes from a mall, never buy any of your stuff from big retailers other than shoes, right? But other than that, jewelry, right? You can buy this from Crafted London, fucking cheap, like $60, $100, not too expensive. These are actually real earrings. My girlfriend bought them for me, but you don't need super expensive stuff to look half decent. And speaking of not breaking the bank, you need to also be saving money. You need to also be making money. You need to also heighten your ability to make more money. And there's several ways to do this. The internet exists now. There are so many ways to make businesses now. There's so many online business routes that you can go down. You can make an agency, a YouTube channel like I'm doing. You can make a school community. There's so many ways that you can make money online now. You can make way more money than was possible before because the internet giving you access to so many more people. Understand, guys, money is so important. It's not all about looks. It's not all about social awareness. A lot of it, a lot of guys, they get unconfident because they're not making enough money. They're not making the amount of money that they actually want to be making. But when you start making $20,000 in a month, when you start making $10,000 in a month, it's not unreasonable to get to that amount of money in 3 years of business. And I know that sounds so foreign for a lot of guys, but I want to break any limiting beliefs that you might have in this video, that you might have watching this, because understand, this channel, we're 10 percenters, we're 5 percenters. We're trying to sprint past the pack. We're trying to get better and better every day. We're coming with the mindset of improvement. Ooh, I just knocked my mic. But we're coming with the mindset of improvement. So understand, guys, once you get the money, you get the power. It is so important, especially to free yourself. Most important of all, money is not the number one outcome that you want to get. You can still have a bunch of money but be a slave. You want to free yourself. You want to free your time up. You want to be doing purposeful work that actually means something to you. And I promise you, you will be way more attractive, and women will look at you and like you're so different than most men on this planet. Another tip for you guys is getting on NoFap. A lot of guys don't realize how big porn, I almost said it, but a lot of guys don't realize how much is impacting your life, how much chasing after the opposite sex validation is affecting your life. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go after women. I go after, I like women, right? We all like women. Just be honest. We all like women on this channel, right? But the thing is, you shouldn't be, to pixels. That's the whole point of it. And the thing is, it might ruin your confidence with women. It might ruin, just the way you look. Because understand, when you're holding in your seed, that is like life essence. That can literally create a whole nother person. So when you're holding it in, it's absorbed into your body and it starts to show through your skin. I don't know, it's placebo, whatever, but I know it's a difference. I see it, when I look in the mirror and I'm retaining, I see the way my skin looks, I'm glowing, and I love it. And it honestly gives you a lot more energy. It makes you feel a lot more energized, and the opposite sex is way more attracted to that. Another last tip that I actually wanted to tell in this video is one that's been big for me is working on your teeth, right? I used to have really bad teeth, and I want you to know, if you have bad teeth, that doesn't mean that you're not attractive, because, I have pretty bad teeth, pretty fucked up teeth. They're really sharp, but yet, I still get a lot of girls, a lot of attraction from girls, a lot of attraction from men, people. Like, I'm not saying gay men, obviously, right? But, I'm not homophobic, so none of that on this channel. But I'm just saying, like, I still get a lot of attraction from the world with fucked up teeth, but make sure you're focusing on getting your teeth better, because it's been literally like a chasm from me going from fucked up teeth with my confidence to me going from good teeth. It's made my smile better. I've been more happier talking. I don't feel ashamed showing my mouth anymore. So, and I'm actually going to get veneers on my top row. So make sure you, focusing on your mouth, focusing on whatever makes you feel more confident. That's what's going to make you more attractive, right? You don't need to be the fucking best Chad in the world, but whatever makes you feel the most confident, whatever makes you feel the most attractive, that's all you need to do. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click the link down in the description below if you want to schedule a free, attractive consultation with me, right? I'm going to tell you what you need to do in order to improve your dating life, in order to become more attractive, right? Make more money, become more attractive. I need to hear more about your life in order to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do in order to become more attractive. Hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, and click one of these videos if you want to keep watching me. I love y'all, and I will see you later. Peace.